This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences, and the individual results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have a founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences, and the individual results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have a founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences, and the individual results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have a founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences, and the individual results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have a founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences, and the individual results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have a founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. Hello, everybody. Okay, let's go ahead and start the show. Thank you for your patience. Open up that Zoom room or the waiting room and let everybody in. Thank you, everyone, for patience while I had to reboot the computer and the Wi-Fi and all that stuff. Technology is absolutely fantastic, especially when it works right. And when it doesn't, you just keep on flying the plane. Stay calm, and everything's going to fall right into place. Well, it would be nice if we could just stay calm and everything fall into place for our health too, right? Well, with our health, we do have to be intentional. And the nice thing about it, because of the science of epigenetics, there's a lot we can do in our own bodies, in our own environments, what we put into our body to change the trajectory of our health journey. Hello, folks, and welcome to Daily with Doc and Becca. My name is Becca Dukes, and on this program, we provide empowering information that allows you as an individual to help yourself, help your families, help your community, and together we can help change the poor health journeys around the world. So thank you so much for joining us. This program is being sponsored by dailywithdoc.com. On our website, you are going to find some replays from past presentations, also articles, and a good foods, bad foods list. So if you've been wondering, because you've been following, the USDA pyramids that have changed many times, they flipped, and it was a square once. And it just wasn't working for you. Well, we have a good foods, bad foods list that's been put together by our doctor who started this crusade. And these foods were gathered through what he found in autopsies and common things within diets that was then causing damage within the body. So you definitely want to check out that Good Foods, Bad Foods list at dailywithdoc.com. Now, on that website, there is also a store. But if you were invited by somebody specific, we want to make sure that you get back with them. Tell them thank you for sharing this show with you. And if you have any questions, they're going to be your first point of contact. For those of you who have not had any type of introduction to our program or to anything that is mentioned in this program, we do have an amazing call team of certified holistic health coaches standing by to take your questions at 855-949-3377. So folks, I hope you're ready to take notes. And if you can't write fast, then you definitely want to be in this Zoom by going to dailywithDocZoom.com Monday through Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific time. And when you're in here, and for all of those who are in here now, make sure that you turn on that chat so that you can see the transcription that is being put together. Is it called transcription? She's taking what's being said, she's putting it into the chat, grabbing all those special dynamic points so that if you didn't listen fast enough, you can at least read it and be able to take those notes. So Marilyn does a fantastic job of putting those notes in, and that is one of the best reasons for being here. The next best reason is at the end of the show, we do make time for questions and answers. So if you have questions of the doctor that we have on, or for the doctor that we have on our program, make sure that you raise your hand early. That gives us an idea of how much time we need to allow for questions at the end. And you can do that by looking for the reactions in the Zoom menu and raise your hand. Now, if you're on the phone and dialing in, there's a way that you can as well. So *6 is going to mute and unmute you. *9 is going to raise your hand. *9 again will lower your hand. So just some things, some housekeeping there. As the hostess of this program, the Director of Student Services for the Institute of Holistic Health, and Dr. Joel Wallach's assistant, it is my honor and privilege to be able to host Dr. Joel Wallach on Daily with Doc 2 days a week. Now, for those of you who don't know Dr. Wallach, he has been helping people, and he started with himself, setting a great example for over 7 decades. At the age of US 84, Chinese calendar 85, he has helped millions around the world, identifying that their poor health conditions are not caused because of genetics. The science of epigenetics, which he is one of the founding fathers of, proves that the genetic theory of disease transmission to be incorrect. So folks, listen up, because this is going to be a message of hope. It was for me, and has been for many, that I myself can make changes in my diet, be intentional, and making sure that my body is getting what it needs to be able to sustain life and thrive instead of just barely survive, making it through each day. Now, if I can bring to the screen with me the doctor of the hour, Dr. Joel Wallach. Dr. Wallach, where are you? There
I'm
you
here.
are.
I'm here.
Yes, you are. Hello, and happy Thursday to you.
Well, thank you for the kind introduction, and thank you for bearing through all that stuff at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm not done with the introduction, Dr. Wallach. Folks, Dr. Wallach has a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture with a study of plant and soil sciences. He also has a doctorate of veterinary medicine, where he worked his way through college in a pathology lab, which then really structured kind of the direction of his research and giving him that experience of hands-on research in pathology, which to date, 452 different species, almost 30,000 autopsies on a whole. 1,700 of those were specifically on children that had died in Qishan, China, unexpectedly at the age of 10 or less, where there's a lot of things he's discovered. Cystic fibrosis is not genetic. Cystic fibrosis is not just a human disease either, as he found it while he was working at the Yerkes Primate Center in the labs. He found the first non-human case of cystic fibrosis. He proved it wasn't genetic. He also proved the cause and what needed to be done in order to change that condition, which he can do, and he's done. Well, actually, he didn't do it. He gave us the information so that we can do it by making sure that we're getting the nutrition that's missing when those poor health conditions occur. He also has taught nutrition at the naturopathic college level. And while teaching, he decided to become a naturopath so that he can actually talk to us as humans legally and give advice and recommendations on what we need to do. Now, he didn't find the right formulas on the market. So he took it upon himself, put together a team, formulated products that were based on his research, and started giving them to people. And they just got better. There's this joke. It's like Dr. Wallach, the vet, he'll treat you like a dog, but you do get better. Well, I think he's gotten a little softer in his more mature age, but we do get better, folks. So listen up as this gentleman with 3 postdoctorates in pathology brings information to you to help yourself and everyone around you. So Dr. Wallach, we're going to do a quick intro because we already have 6 questions between hands and questions that are coming into me. And there's more than 6. So Let's talk today. I want to know the heart and the kidneys. Usually when you have something going on with one, there's something going on with the other. Why is that? Why is there a connection between the two?
There's a great connection between the heart and the kidneys. They both deal with arteries. They both deal with veins. And it's one of those things where if you have high blood pressure, the odds are you have stuff going on. It's just the the stuff where you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, you have obesity, you have the metabolic syndrome, and it all comes down to nutritional deficiencies. And so it's one of those things where, oh my gosh. And so again, when you're doing all these autopsies and you're seeing the connection between the arteries and the kidneys and the heart, you're seeing the connection between the veins and the kidneys and the heart, and you're seeing the connection in the diseases that people get when they have afflictions that interfere with these circulations and this and the other. So we came out with a program for high blood pressure. It's the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. And you can take blocked arteries and reduce the internal structure of those arteries so it allows the blood to flow through it again, and the blood pressure comes down.
You're reducing blockages that could occur?
Yes.
Are you?
It's like reducing a swelling. It's like reducing a swelling.
Okay, reducing swelling. That works.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good thing, right?
Yeah, it allows circulation. Okay. And when you allow circulation, the blood pressure comes down. Okay. And it's one of those things where, again, we have the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. It lowers your blood pressure, blood flow through the heart, arteries, and veins. It supports healthy blood flow through your kidneys. It helps healthy blood flow through your lungs and your brain and your liver and your muscles. Okay. So when people have these problems, instead of just taking a high blood pressure medication, you need to get rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, no brown around oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. The diet one's got to go. And then you need to have one healthy brain and heart pack per 100 pounds of body weight. If you weigh 140, 150 pounds or more, I'd go with 2 healthy brain and heart packs, a full dose of breakfast, full dose of dinner time. If you weigh 120, 110, you take, regardless of age, you take 1 healthy brain and heart pack, take a half a dose of breakfast, half a dose of lunch, and then the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. If you are 130 to 150 pounds, go ahead and take 3 twice a day. If you only weigh 120 pounds, I would go ahead and take 2 twice a day. Okay, the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. And you'll be amazed at what happens with blood pressure, urine flow, heart function, kidney function. And I have so many people say, well, I have trouble with urination and the doctors want to do dialysis on me. We get them going on this program. Suddenly now the kidneys are working. They don't need dialysis anymore because the blood flow in and out is working. Okay. And so give us a chance before you submit to dialysis and surgeries and artificial kidneys and all this kind of stuff. Okay. We're doing this thousands of times a day all over the world. So we've proved it. There's no doubt about it. And again, we have the book, Hell's Kitchen. We have the book, Let's Play Doctor. We have the book,
I've got
The Truth About Nutrition. Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Epigenetics. And one of my favorite books is Let's Play Doctor and Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Those 2 books are great. They cover a lot of territories. Okay, and epigenetics, that's a new science that replaces genetics. There are no genetically transmitted diseases. I'm going to repeat that. There are no genetically transmitted diseases. And doctors only say that, oh, you have a genetic disease, when they don't know what's going on. And so they want to blame your genes so they don't have to say, I don't know. You'll never have a doctor say, I don't know. It's either your genes and you need his prescription, his or her prescriptions. Okay. So this is why people need to get into the program. The books, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Well, let's see, my lectures, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. We've sold over 90 million copies of my lectures. I don't know how many languages it's in. The book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. I don't know how many languages it's in.
400 million copies.
400
over 400
of my CDs.
Yeah, book. Don't cut yourself short with 90 million. It's over 400 million of the CDs that have been sold.
Wow. Okay.
Of your lecture, the greatest lecture ever given on medical and what you can do for yourself. Dead Doctors Don't Lie. So you can find Dr. Wallach's books and you can find CDs and DVDs that include the information. So whatever it is that you prefer to learn from, go to drjwallach.com and you will see Dr. Wallach's publications book. And then also, if you go to or call, if you prefer to call, you can call 800-755-4656. Again, that's 800-755-4656 and get connected with Wellness Publications, which is the bookstore of Dr. Wallach, and they carry all of Dr. Wallach's books. And it even have one that, thanks for putting that up, Wall Street for Kids. Do you remember writing this book? Talking about
kids got money.
Yes, so talking about business in a way that we can start our children out so that they can be financially secure and smart. as they are growing as well. So, Dr. Wallach, we got the Brain and Heart Pack. We've got the Ultimate Daily Classic. Okay, that's going to give the body what it needs. It's going to help strengthen the arteries, create better blood flow through the heart, through the kidneys. It's not the products themselves, but it's the nutrients and how they're synergistically blended within them. And you can go and look up individual ingredients on PubMed.gov, and you're going to find all the benefits. But folks, nutrients have cofactors that are needed to get best results, to have best absorption and even activate some of the nutrients within the cells. So you don't want to just go cherry picking on your supplements. That's one thing that I absolutely love about Dr. Wallach, because I was doing a lot of cherry picking, Doc. I loved cherries, but nothing was working together. I was getting sicker and sicker until I found your program, got on it, and now I don't want to go without it, because there's no way I want to go back to being as sick as I was, or 100 pounds heavier than I am like I was. So, folks, there is a lot that you yourself can do to help yourself. Are you ready for some questions, Doc?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's go to the first hand that is up, and I'm going to ask Jim to unmute. Jim, are you able to unmute, please?
Can you hear me?
Yes, but you have a beautiful voice.
It's my daughter, Kelly.
Oh, hello, Kelly. Hello, Jim. What question do you have for Dr. Wallach today?
Hi, so I have a cat that's almost 3 years old. He fainted the other day and I brought him to the vet. They found out he has a heart murmur, so we did a pro-BNP test and it came back showing 222 pro-BNP in his blood. Is there anything I can do for that to help him?
Yes. We need you to give that cat Arthrodex. Read the label for the amount of Arthrodex to give to the cat based on body weight, okay? And that'll do wonders for the heart and the circulation system. Arthrodex, okay? And wouldn't hurt also to take some of our plant-derived colloidal minerals. Take a cc, just like a quarter of a teaspoon or something like that, and rub that on the kitty's belly twice a day. That will help also. Okay.
Interesting. Thank you.
Is this completely curable, reversible, or how serious is this?
Well, how long has the cat had the problem?
About a week as far as we know.
Okay. And what are the symptoms?
He fainted one time. He doesn't have any other symptoms other than his heart murmur and the pro-BNP test. So maybe possible swelling in his heart.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'd go there because he needs some of the minerals that are in the plant-derived colloidal minerals, and he needs the minerals that are in the Arthrodex. And you want a good quality canned and our dry cat food. Make sure there's no wheat, butter, or oats in it. Make sure there's none of the bad stuff in there so it can absorb. But rub those little bits of the plant-derived colloidal minerals on the belly. Don't forget the Arthrodex based on body weight. We've seen miracles happen in cats. Okay.
Doc, I have a question. Do animals need essential fatty acids also?
Oh yeah, essential fatty acids, and of course we do have the EFAs and EFA pluses. They can be again punctured and put on the cat's food along with the Arthrodex. Okay, you can puncture one of the EFA pluses a day, and it's like a quarter of a teaspoon. And one of those capsules are big capsules.
And I think that's about what is inside, because I've got the EFA plus right here, and I think that's usually for cats 1 per day.
Yes,
is enough, or you can puncture it, squeeze it out on their food, or squeeze it right into their mouth.
Yep.
I mean,
I have the ultimate EFAs. Is the ultimate EFAs just as good?
That'll work.
that'll work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Doc.
All right.
Hey, you're welcome. Give us a call in a couple of weeks because you're going to have a great story.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yes, thank you, Kelly and Jim. Now, Doc, well, we're talking about hearts and we're talking about animals. I have a client who has a King Charles, 19 pounds, has an enlarged heart. Now, the question is it possible to shrink the heart?
This is a cat?
It's a dog.
Dog, okay. Yeah. The heart swells for many reasons, okay? Resistance in the body, and so it's working harder to get blood to go, okay? Also, it can have not enough nutrition for the fibers in the heart muscle, and so it swells, trying to make up for the lack of strength because not enough nutrition getting to the, okay? So here's again, when you're talking, you want to give the Arthrodex according to body weight. So again, give the plant-derived minerals. It weighs what, 15 pounds, you say? Kind of
19 pounds.
19 pounds, okay, yeah. And so need about a teaspoon. For 19 pounds, I give it a teaspoon.
Actually,
of the.
I think she's 38 pounds. Sorry.
That's all right.
38.
Give it a teaspoon of the plant-derived colloidal minerals. Hold it on your lap and rub it on his belly twice a day. They'll absorb the minerals through the skin. You'll see wonders happen, but it wouldn't hurt again. The EFAs, I'd give one of those in the dog food. Read the label, make sure there's no gluten in the dog food, no wheat, bran, and oats. Also, you need to make sure that there's selenium in the dog food. But again, the Arthrodex has all that stuff in it. The plant-derived colloidal minerals has that stuff in it. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Wallach. Let's go to the next question. And the next question is going to, let's go to AJ, because AJ may have the next question that I'm looking at as well. AJ, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Well, I have it, but I have my own questions to ask Doc.
All right, you get two, friend. Okay, you get two.
Okay, Doc, I actually need three, but two is for the same person. It's for the person and their dog. The person has been on some products, but she's on a medication, a calcium channel blocker, and she is dealing with her blood pressure continuing to spike. What can she do?
Okay, blood pressure. Yeah, blood pressure is really kind of easy. Do we know how much she weighs?
About 200 pounds and about 5'7".
Okay. All right. Needs to get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bran, oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. The diet one's got to go. And then 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. The full dose everything twice a day. Okay. And then let's see, the high blood pressure, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Needs the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, 3 twice a day. Okay. I think you can get away with 1 bottle a month of the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Okay. 3 twice a day. And that will bring the blood pressure down and get the blood flowing into the kidneys and the heart is what you want. And again, the 2 healthy brain and heart packs are going to give enough of the nutrients that are to make the heart happy. We also have other stuff, the Cardio FX. I like that. At Cardio FX, I take 2 or 3 of those twice a day with all my other stuff. Okay. And give the heart lots of support. And I think that covers the territory. Don't forget, the rebound. Don't forget a rebound. Comes 30 of these sticks in a box, these rebounds. And you tear the corner off and pour it into a bottle of water like this and sip on it for the day. Okay, this is a day's worth. Okay, and this was made for Theo Ratliff. Okay, basketball player. Okay, and he was we got him the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. We got him the Rebound, and he came back. He had all kinds of arthritis and all kinds of circulation problems. His career was over, and we got him on all this stuff. And in 3 months' time, he comes back. He plays for 9 more years, made $100 million in contracts. So I think this stuff works.
I've seen it in action recently. Thank you, Doc. 2 more quick ones. So this same woman, her dog, she rescues dogs, has heavy breathing issues. We've changed his food. The vet says that the bronchial tubes have hardened due to age. Is there something we can do?
So the veterinarian thinks it's a bronchi thing. Okay. Well, first thing, get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bran, rhinos, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. And then I'd get the Arthrodex going here again. Get the Arthrodex going based on the weight suggestions on the label. Okay, Arthrodex. Then let's see here. I'd start there, and I would also make some Rebound and see if the dog will drink a little bit of that Rebound. Okay, and we also have another liquid that puppy dogs like, is the Oxybody. Oxybody. Go ahead and put a little bit of that in the drinking water bowl. Okay, Oxybody. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And then just last one, Frank's wife is dealing with some vertigo issues. And I had asked her if she was dealing with any blood sugar issues. She says she does fall asleep a little bit after a meal, but he also thinks that she may have some osteoporosis of the skull. What do you think, Doc?
Well, it's certainly possible. Absolutely, because osteoporosis of the skull produces 50 different diseases, including falling asleep after meals, dizziness, balance problems, tinnitus, ringing in the ears, loss of vision, loss of hearing, all kinds of stuff. You can get itching in your big toe. Can be caused by the skull squeezing the 10th cranial nerve, the vagus nerve. Okay, so they need to get a hold of the book. It's all in your head. The book, It's All in Your Head. And they also need to get, excuse me, the Truth About Nutrition. And I would get the book, It's All in Your Head, along with the CD that goes with it. Okay. Okay, that covers over 50 different diseases, these 2 things. Okay, and they're easily reversible. They're easily reversible. We have done this for millions of people in the last 2 years in over 80 countries. That little book, it sells millions, okay, every year. Okay, It's All in Your Head, because doctors, when people have ringing in their ears, doctors want to do surgery and remove their hearing, or their, eliminate some of their hearing mechanism in their ears, and put all kinds of artificial stuff in there, mechanical things and electricity things. And really, all you have to do is give your body what it needs to rebuild the skull, take the pressure off those 12 pairs of cranial nerves in the spinal cord, and the hearing comes back, the dizziness goes away, the balance problems go away, vision comes back, because people forget your optic nerves are formed in the brain, come through the skull to the back of the eye, and then when your eye sees something, the vision things that are on the nerves come back through the skull, back into the brain, so you can interpret it as vision. And so it's very common for people to lose their vision when they have osteoporosis of the skull. So It's All in Your Head, Metabolic Syndrome, The Truth About Nutrition, Let's Play Doctor. These things, I have so many people that were blind, they lose their hearing, they have balance problems, and in just weeks and months, after 20 years, it all goes away and they're back to normal. Just freaks everybody out. Okay.
Well, thank you, Doc, for teaching us how to empower ourselves.
There you go. That's the important thing. We have the power, and the good Lord gave us the path. And as long as we stay on that path, you're going to get benefit.
That's right. Absolutely, Dr. Wallach, and I can attest to that as being absolutely true. So let's go to Gloria. Gloria, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Wallach. How are you?
Oh, fine. Thank you. How can I help you?
Hey. Hey, look, I have a client who has what you call patella tendonitis, and she's wanting to know what nutrients are recommended for her.
Okay, tinnitus. Needs to get rid of all the bad foods.
Uh-huh.
Tendonitis, Dr. Wallach, tendonitis, patella tendonitis.
Oh, I thought she said tinnitus.
Yeah, patella. Thank you, Becca.
Okay, that's the kneecap.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
Okay. And so that's in pain.
Yes.
Okay. Get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, brown rice, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. How much does this lady weigh?
She weighs about 148 pounds. She's 5'2". She's 60 years old, female.
Okay. Then she needs 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. The full dose of everything twice a day. Then she needs the glucogel. She needs a glucogel. 3 of those 3 times a day. Okay. I think she can get away with 1 bottle a month because they're big bottles, so the glucogel. She also needs the MSM. Go ahead and get 1 of those bottles and take 2 or 3 of those twice a day of the MSM. And that's going to do miracles along with the healthy bone and joint pack. Okay. And let's see here again, got to get rid of the bad foods to maximize absorption. Also, you can relieve inflammation with the CM cream. Apply that topically to those knees and shoulders and elbows and any place else that has little restriction, clicking, pain, swelling. Okay, you get about 1.5 hours to 2.5 hours of benefit from an application. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go there and then give us a call every couple of weeks because you're going to have a great story.
Okay, so she needs the healthy bone and body pack and the heart pack as well? Both of them?
Healthy brain and
No,
heart. It's
brain and heart pack, and then the components that are extra in the bone and joint pack. Here's what
Yeah,
she's going to be
the
needing with the
glucogel.
glucogel, the CM cream, and the
Mhm.
MSM Ultra.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're
Go for
welcome, Gloria. Great question. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
All right, Dr. Wallach, we have Enrique. He is 75 years old, Caucasian male, 5'11", 170 pounds. He does not eat fatty foods or oily foods. However, within the last 12 months, he wakes up with an excessive amount of oily hands and oily face. So, Doc, 75 years old, so he's not going through puberty. What would cause extra like oiliness coming out of the skin?
Okay, well, could be kidneys, could be liver. Okay. So at 170 pounds, again, get rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown rice, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. That's good for the liver, the heart, the skin, everything. Need 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, the full dose thing twice a day. Needs the hair, skin, and nails. Hair, skin, and nails. I go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day. I think 1 bottle a month will do that. Maybe not. They're small bottles, so get two bottles. Okay, the hair, skin, and nails. I 3 of those twice a day.
Yeah, so 2 bottles is sufficient for 2 twice a day. Okay,
there you go. And then the tasting, I would do the Arthrodex. Okay, I-26, excuse me, the I-26. Okay, the I-26. Go for the I-26.
Okay, thank you for changing that, Doc.
Yeah.
So the I-26 instead of Arthrodex for a human. So
And
yes.
I-26 is going to help the brain and the tongue
and the gut.
Okay, work together. Okay.
All right, thank you so much. And next, let's go to Keely. Keely, go ahead and unmute yourself. And just as she's unmuting, folks, Just as a reminder, this program is not meant to take the place of your primary care physician, nor are the products meant to treat, diagnose, or cure any diseases. But folks, when you give your body what it needs, the body itself can do some amazing things. Now, if the FDA would just acknowledge that, we'd all be great. And did we just lose Keely?
I'm sorry?
No, Keely, go ahead and unmute yourself. Can you unmute yourself? All right, so we're going to go to the next person. And Rosemary. Rosemary, go ahead and unmute yourself.
I'm having a problem.
There we go. No, we hear you great, sweetheart.
Okay, well, I'm on the road. I'm on the road, so I'm having a little bit of a challenge here. I pulled over to the
Oh,
side.
that's Keely.
This is Keely, I'm sorry.
Keely, go for it. Rosemary, we'll be right with you.
Okay, I have a client. She's 26 years old, 5'5", 145 pounds. She has had 6 miscarriages. She just carried a child to term, and this baby was just born, stillborn about 3 days ago. She was diagnosed with Fraser syndrome, which is webbed hands and feet, abnormalities of fused eyelids. But this child was born without kidneys, which is why he died. The mother and father were told that they have these 2 genetic markers, that only one of their 4 children would be normal, and they would have all these mutations. Obviously totally devastated. She's wants to try to have another child after she gets through this particular tragedy. What can we do in order to support her?
Okay, they need to get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, bran, rye, oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. There are no such things as genetically transmitted diseases. So you need to change doctors, number one. Change doctors. Okay, go to another doctor who knows the truth. There are no genetically transmitted diseases. Now,
Absolutely.
at 135 pounds, she needs to have 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. Full dose everything twice a day. Okay. Remember, got to get rid of all those bad foods. And then the 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. All right. And I would also go with the let's see here. I'd go with some of the plant-derived colloidal minerals. Take an ounce of that at breakfast, an ounce of that at dinner time. Also, I would go with the Rebound instead of colas and soft drinks and stuff like that. Go with the Rebound. Has vitamins and minerals in it.
Gotcha.
And again, none of the bad foods, including wheat, bran, rye, oats. Very important. And this is one of those things where this is forever, not just for a week, after the baby's born or something like that. It's got to be, and don't try to get pregnant for, I'd give it at least 3 months, 3 to 6 months on this program. Stay on the program, but at 3 to 6 months, there should be enough nutrition in the body to produce a normal embryo. Okay.
Should her husband be on the same protocol as well?
Absolutely.
Okay. I will let her know.
So,
I have a
Dr. Wallach, just real quick question on that. Would you recommend any type of hormonal support for either of them?
I'm sorry, what kind of support?
Hormone support?
No.
Like for women, there's no?
Okay. But, it's one of those things where, what should I say? Again, you're going to get hormone support from all these nutrients because the glands that produce the hormones require a lot of nutrition.
Okay, gotcha.
And if you're not getting the nutrition, you can have the glands, but they're not going to do well.
Marvelous.
All right.
I have one other
Go for it.
situation, and this is a female, 52, 5'5". She's 155 pounds. She is a dental hygienist. What has happened is she ended up getting the vaccinations, and after that, she ended up with a skin issue of osteocutis, C-U-T-I-S, which they say is an intradermal inflammatory neoplastic situation.
Okay,
could-
stop, back up. What's, you said a skin problem?
Yeah, they said cutaneous osteoma is what they're calling it. Osteoma, C-U-T-I-S.
Osteoma, okay. So there's a bone problem, right?
On her face. It's like little bumps. It sort of like looks like little cysts, except they're rock hard, but they're not attaching to the bone. They're literally laying on top of like your cheekbones and your forehead.
Okay, now, are they mobile or are they attached to the bone?
They're not attached to the bone,
They're not attached to the bone.
but they said there's another term that they gave her, which was they're like calcium salts is what they said.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and how much does she weigh?
155.
155, okay, 155. Okay, needs to get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, butter, rye, oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet one's got to go. 155 pounds. She needs 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month, the full dose of everything at breakfast and dinner. She needs the, I'd go with the hair, skin, and nails. 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner time. Hair, skin, and nails. I'd probably take about 2 of those. They're little bottles, so I'd go with 2 of those little bottles to get to 3
Okay.
3 times a day. The hair, skin, and nails. He also needs the. I'd go with the female stuff. Okay. And,
Hormones?
huh?
The female hormones?
Well, not from prescription. We
Okay.
have, we have the,
Hormonal
Therapic.
support?
yeah, there you go, the hormonal support
Okay,
for females and for males.
got it.
Okay, go that direction and give it 3 months before trying to have a child. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate you.
bet.
All right, thank you so much. And Dr. Wallach, let's go to Rosemary. Rosemary, go ahead and unmute yourself. Rosemary, can you unmute yourself, dear? Let's try it one more time. All right, so as we're waiting for her to unmute, oh, there she is. Go ahead and
I'm
ask
sorry.
your question.
Sorry about that.
Here you go.
My cat wouldn't let me use my mouse. I have
Oh no, that's funny. That's funny.
I have a client, a prospective client, who has looked at the good food, bad food list and says he can't give up his scotch, and wants me to ask you what is bad about scotch?
I didn't hear what she has.
Oh, he didn't have any problems. Well, he does have some problems, but we're not even talking about that yet. He's not willing to get off his scotch.
Okay, Rebecca, you're gonna have to help me here. I'm not hearing, I'm hearing muffled noises.
So Dr. Wallach, she is wanting to know, and this is because the client wants to know, what is wrong with the liquor called scotch?
The liquor
Yes.
called scotch?
Yeah, the alcohol scotch. So, like there's vodka, gin, scotch,
Yeah,
whiskey.
it's alcohol.
It's alcohol. So what is bad in the alcohol that would be harmful to one's health?
Okay, alcohol kills your brain, kills your liver, kills your kidneys. What else you want to know?
Well, that's enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's-
alcohol is not your best friend. Alcohol is one of your worst enemies.
Yes. Well, thank you. I will tell
If you've
him.
been drinking alcohol for some time, you need the I-26. You need to take the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. You need the 90 essential nutrients. Stay away from all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, rye, oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet one's got to go. And what is scotch made out of? What's the grain?
I have no idea.
I'm not a scotch connoisseur, but I can find it out
Wheat.
really quick.
Wheat.
Oh, there
Thank
you go,
you.
Doc.
What's it made out of?
Wheat.
Wheat. Well, there you go. Scotch kills more people than bullets.
Okay, so it's Scotch whiskey. If I would have known Scotch
I
whiskey,
understand what
then
you're saying. Scotch whiskey is made from wheat.
yes,
Okay. I will tell him.
made from grains. All right, thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. Great question, Rosemary. We get a lot of people that they love their nightcaps, so they're not doing them any favors. There's a lot of things that you can do naturally to help yourself with falling asleep that are not going to damage your kidneys or your liver. So, Dr. Wallach, we have a horsey question. Can you reverse laminitis rotation?
Laminitis in the hoofs?
Yes, sir.
Yes. They need the 90 essential nutrients, the trace minerals in the salt blocks. They need the let's see here, the alfalfa pellets with 60 minerals in there. This is a nutritional deficiency.
And cut out the oats. So, Dr.
Oh, yeah.
Wallach,
No wheat, butter.
you have a daughter. You have a daughter that is just a horse lover, and her horse was having problems, losing weight, losing hair. She followed your advice, cut out the oats, and she sent me a picture of her horse. And oh my goodness, you would never think it was the same horse. And it was just in a couple months' time, the horse's health just bounced back.
You're talking about Jennifer? Talking about Jennifer?
Yes, I wasn't going to, throw her under the bus or anything, but yes. So Jennifer's super excited that her daddy knows better than the other vets. I have another question for you, Dr. Wallach.
Hey.
Got a 60-year-old female, about 150 pounds, 5'5", and she continually gets fluid built up on her lungs. What would cause fluid buildup in the lungs, Dr. Wallach?
It could be kidney problems. It could be heart problems. Okay.
Okay.
So they, let's see, the weight's 150 pounds, correct?
150 at 5'5", yes, sir.
Okay. So 150 pounds, none of the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, no butter, and oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. The diet ones need to go. And then 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose of breakfast, full dose of dinner time. And then I would go for the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. Take 3 at breakfast and 3 at dinner time. That's going to, within days, show improved circulation. Within weeks, it'll be a whole totally new deal. We also have the Oxy Body for source of oxygen. Okay. And we have the Rebound sports drink. Okay. Those things. But this is a very simple problem. Okay. Very simple problem. The kidneys will be happy and the heart will be happy.
All right. And that's what this program's all about. The link between the heart and the kidneys. Well, we have 5 more minutes, Dr. Wallach. Let's go ahead and see if we can get one more question in. And Jim, you have another question, or Kelly, do you have another question for Dr. Wallach?
No, I have a testimonial, a really cool story, feedback for Doc. I called him a year ago, July, with trigger finger. My middle finger on my left hand would not open up all the way. And he told me everything to do. So I bought all the stuff and I started taking it. And to make sure, I wanted to see what I've also read his book on the osteoporosis of the skull. It's all in your head. So I got a hair analysis done by him first. And it was like a 20-page thing with all these graphs of everything in my system. And I was shocked to find out that while most everything was normal, I had one thing, cadmium, that was off the chart. They had to scale the whole chart. I had so much cadmium in my system. And it's because I was an electrician and an electronics technician for 45 years. And I worked with printed circuit boards and I was soldering all day long. So that concerned me. But anyway, I took what he told me to take for the trigger finger. And in a month, it was completely gone and it never came back. But I was so concerned about the other things, I kept taking what he told me for a full year. And when the full year was up, I had another hair analysis done. And not only was everything still normal, but all the cadmium was completely gone.
Wow.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that wonderful story. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you, Doc. And thank you, Rebecca, for all you do.
Oh, absolutely a pleasure, Jim. And stories like that, I got chills. I love it. I absolutely love it. Because, folks, it's just not one or two people. It's hundreds and thousands of people that are feeling the difference when they get on the 90 essential nutrients, plus the secret sauces needed for whatever is already started to go wrong in the body. Man, you give the body what it needs, the body itself can do some amazing stuff, Doc.
Well, the good Lord is a great architect, makes great things, including the human body. So we give all the credit to God.
To the big guy upstairs. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we just had one more hand go up, Dr. Wallach. Do you have time for one more question?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, Normita,
Hi.
go ahead and
Dr.
hello.
Wallach. I had a question for Dr. Wallach. I have a patient, not patient, but I do have a member who is currently 200 pounds, has retention of liquids, high blood pressure, kidney failure, and diabetes. And I was wondering what program is the best that we can do for him to help him, benefit him in the future.
Now, what do you think this guy's got?
What do I think he's got?
Have you ever heard of metabolic syndrome?
I don't think he has a syndrome, but he does consist of those 5 things.
Yeah, well, all those things added together cause the metabolic syndrome.
Metabolic syndrome?
Okay. So when you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, you have obesity, you have fluid buildup. He's got
And kidney failure.
yeah, he's got the metabolic syndrome. He needs to get a hold of the book, The Metabolic Syndrome. He needs to get a hold of the book, The Truth About Nutrition. And it wouldn't hurt, excuse me, to get a hold of the book, Immortality. Immortality goes into everything you need to maximize your longevity, live to be 120 and more. Okay. Immortality. And it goes back to 200,000 years ago. I'm going to repeat that, 200,000 years ago. Okay. People were, what should I say, using wood ashes to preserve their meat that they would get from the wild and also from their domestic animals. 200,000 years ago, they used wood ashes. Okay. And it's one of they were called Neanderthals, cavemen. And people just say, oh, cavemen, they lived in the caves and, ate dirt.
The reason why they use wood ashes, Doc, is because of minerals, right?
I didn't hear that.
So, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yeah.
So the reason why they were using wood ash is because of the minerals that are left in those ashes from the wood or the coal that was burnt, fuel. You put it into the ground, and then it's in the ground for the plants to be able to pull up through their roots, and then it goes into the produce.
And they would also eat it. They would also eat the wood ashes. They would eat the wood ashes, kind of like a condiment, kind of like salt.
That's interesting. I don't know that I want to try it, but if it worked for them, I love the fact that we have plant-derived minerals in a colloidal form, Dr. Wallach, and we have our tangerine with plant-derived minerals in it, and the Osteoporosis with the minerals that are important for bone and joint health, are essential fatty acids that are good for skin and brain, eyes, heart, liver, kidney. I mean, folks, you cut something out that's an important ingredient, you're not going to get a cake that rises. So why do you think that cutting those things out of your diet is going to give you a healthy body? Chances are you didn't know that. And that's what this program is all about, is making sure the truth gets out. The truth about nutrition.
One important date.
In the 1800s.
September 4th, 1882. All the industrialized nations flipped over to what? Electricity instead of wood for fuel. So after 200,000 years of using wood for fuel, and coal for fuel. They call it the black rocks, the coal. And they would put those ashes in their food. They put their ashes in their gardens for over 200,000 years. And that's why humanity survives. There's the minerals in the wood ashes and coal ashes. So we cannot thank them enough for that history because they recorded it. Okay.
Yes, that's fantastic. And fortunately, humans didn't die from hypoxia like the dinosaurs did. So we've got our oxygen, and we need to make sure that we do take care of the earth, because plants that's where oxygen comes from, folks. So surround yourself with plants and fill your bodies with the nutrition that the body needs to go from just making it through the day or just barely surviving to thriving. Get back with the person that shared this program with you. Doc is holding up the book Immortality, and he uses Rebound as a bookmark. AJ, I see your hand. Go for it. Come on.
Last quick question, Doc. I know you got to go, but you're the only one that's going to give the right answer to this. Texas Hill Country on YouTube is asking, his friend has Bell's palsy. What can she do?
Oh, he's getting rid of all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, butter, rye, oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. The diet one's got to go. Per 100 pounds of body weight, 1 healthy brain and heart pack per month. She needs the I-26. Okay. She needs to be taking 3 doses of I-26 a day. Okay. And then it's one of those things where ringing in the ears, you're talking about balance problems, right? Yeah.
The drooping of the face, Bell's palsy.
Yeah. One side of your face will droop. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the facial nerve being squeezed. Okay. That's the 7th cranial nerve being squeezed by the skull. They got osteoporosis of the skull. Ask her if she has ringing in her ears, tinnitus, ringing in the ears, or balance problems. I guarantee they do. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Wallach. I think that was called Wallach's palsy now, right?
Could be. Yes. Well,
God
thank you
bless.
so much, AJ. Go ahead and stay on the screen. And if I could get the rest of our co-hosts up with us as well. Folks, we could not do this all on our own. I could not do this. Dr. Wallach, he's come a long way with technology over the last 2 years, and I'm very proud of him. But we would not be able to do this without our team. And with the team that we have on today, we have AJ, just had the last question, pulling those questions in from the different platforms who he helped make it possible for us to be there. So thank you so much for that, AJ. We have Albert way down in South Africa helping let people in and making sure that we are keeping an eye on the
All is from the best, toxins, lacquer.
And there you go. Dr. Wallach spent a
Buy
couple
a donkey,
years.
doctor.
And buy a donkey does not mean really buy a donkey.
It means
I think
thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm learning. So thank you, Albert, for what you do. We have Ruth Ellen Sanchez, who is my executive production manager, who keeps us all organized, keeps everything rolling, and is pushing the stream of today's program out. So what you see on the screen is because she's capturing that information and putting it out on the different platforms. So very important. Thank you, Ruth Ellen. I used to do it myself. Yeah, and internet wouldn't allow it anymore. So very appreciative of people that are able to learn technology and run with it as well. We have Sherry, who's part of our tech team, who is helping to set up the streams and make sure that the descriptions and everything are in there so that you can easily find us. And that's one thing I love about the different platforms is you could go to your Google browser, type in Daily with Doc, and then let's do symptoms. Not so much medical diagnosis, but symptoms. Chances are you're going to come up with one of our shows that has the answer you're looking for. And that's because of the work of Sherry, AJ, and Ruth Ellen. And then we also have Rod, who is helping to keep an eye on the different platforms as well, bringing questions in and inviting people, letting them know that they are welcome here on Daily with Doc to ask questions of our great Dr. Wallach. And we have Marilyn, as I mentioned in the beginning of the show, where she is just doing a fabulous job putting information into the chat to help people catch what they may not have heard. Because I know some people can't hear as fast as Doc talks, or me. So thank you so much, Marilyn, for putting that in. And folks, it does take a team. And as a team, we're helping people around the world. We have found that there is great purpose, not just purpose, but a great need to have people like us sharing messages. You too can be part of this team, or the team of the individual that invited you to this program, in helping to share the message of hope. I'm so glad that Dr. Wallach was on the radio, because that's how I heard him. And I'm able to do what I do now and love it. So find something that you love as well. Bring your talents to the table and let them also be used to help spread a message of hope. Get back with the person that shared this program with you, or give our call team a call at 855-949-3377. Again, my name is Becca Dukes, and it is my honor and privilege to be able to share hope with you as well. So it's an investment in your own self, and you are worth it. Bye for now.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye, Doc. I'll see you next week. This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences, and the individual results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have a founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences, and the individual results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have a founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences, and the individual results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have a founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach.